thank you all for coming. I'll make this short and sweet. I've decided that this is going to be my last tournament.
Question. Why now? Why now?
I just feel like it's time. I don't know that I'm healthy enough or committed enough to go another year. I've always wanted to, in a perfect world, finish at this event. I have a lot of family and friends here, and I've thought all year that I would know when I got to this tournament. And when I was playing my first round, I knew.
Has it been something you've been wrestling with for days or weeks or months, or how has that played out?
Yeah, it's been a process. It's certainly not days. You know, I don't know that I would have had you all come in here and waste your time if it had been days. You know, certain parts throughout the year, you know, I've thought about it, and you know, just with the way my body feels and with the way that I'm able to feel like I'm able to compete now, I don't know that it's good enough, and you know, I don't know that I've ever been someone who's interested in existing on tour. You know, I have a lot of interests and a lot of other things that excite me, and I'm looking forward to those.
Yeah. You would quantify how much the health issue versus mental and emotional issue?
It's tough to say. You know, it's kind of chicken or egg. You know, it's how much of mental fatigue is because you don't feel like you can do what you want to do physically. You know, you don't know where it starts. But it's tough to put a number. Now you're saying that. Okay. Well, it's good. I didn't want to make it through this press conference without a direct comparison to Roger, so thank you for that. I don't know that it's early. You know, a number's a number, but I think wear and tear in miles is something that's not really an age thing. You know, if you look at my contemporaries that started with me, Roger's the only one that's still going and still going strong. You know, it's a matter of how I feel, and if I feel like I'm able to compete at the highest level. And you know, frankly, these guys have gotten really, really, really good. And you know, I'm not sure that with compromised health that I can do what I want to do right now. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't view it in a scope of, you know, where you had your best win. I've had a lot of different memories, and you know, I'll certainly look back, and I don't know. I feel like I'd be cheating the other memories if I said one was the highlight. You know, I feel like I've been very lucky, and you know, that's certainly not lost on me.
Like you mentioned other projects. What projects would you like to do now that the tennis career is coming to an end? What are some of the priorities for you?
Well, immediately.
More than a year or so.
Yeah, I mean, we announced yesterday, the day before, we're building with my foundation a youth tennis and learning center in Austin. So I'd like to be hands-on with that and not kind of see it periodically. You know, I'd like to be on the kind of on site and every day. And there's some other, you know, projects that kind of side projects that I've been doing, and those excite me a lot right now. You know, and so I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Andy? How emotional is this for you? I know you like to think lighter things and whatnot, but now that it's final for you, how emotional is it? And what was it about that first round match that
I don't know. On some big moments this year, I think I've known. You know, walking off at Wimbledon, I felt like I knew. Playing here, I don't know what it was. I couldn't imagine myself being there in another year. You know, I've always, for whatever my faults have been, always felt like I've never done anything halfway, and probably the first time in my career that I consider it, and say I'm not sure that I can put everything into it physically and emotionally, and I don't know that I wanted to disrespect the game by coasting home. That's not something. I had plans to play a smaller schedule next year, but the more I thought about it, I think you got to either be all in or not. That's more kind of the way I've chosen to do things.
Is there an emotional element to this, though? Maybe you sat alone and thought about it from your family?
Yeah, I mean, I've had some hard conversations with Brooke this year, with Doug and Larry, and it was kind of Brooke and I's little secret over the last couple of days, and then I talked to Larry and Doug today, and we had talked about it throughout the year, obviously, and talked to a bunch of my friends that are here, and it's fun.
Sandy.
What do you think you'll miss the most?
All of you. I'm not sure. I'm lucky enough. There are a lot of players where I live. I don't think I'm one of the guys who won't pick up a racket for 3 years. I still love the innocent parts of the game. I love hitting tennis balls, and I love seeing the young guys do well, and so I'll still have a lot of friends to watch, and I'll miss the relationships probably the most. As time passes, I'll probably miss the tennis more, but immediately that's probably the thing that is toughest for me.
Scott.
Why not wait until after your final match? What if they want an opportunity? Why?
Those are good reasons. I think I wanted an opportunity to say goodbye to people as well. I don't know how tomorrow's going to go. I hope it goes well, and I hope I'm sticking around, but I just imagine being off the court tomorrow in an empty locker room. I think I wanted the chance to say goodbye, and I also, if I do run into some emotions tomorrow or in 4 days or however long, I don't want people to think I'm a little unstable, or more unstable. So that's why I came to this decision. I have no idea. And I told, I talked to Larry and Doug, and I said I could come out and play great, and it could be the worst thing you've ever seen. I don't know. I haven't done this before, so I'm sure it'll be very emotional. I'm sure I'll still be nervous. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Ken was certainly a huge part of everything for me, and he believed in me from very early on, and that certainly wasn't easy for me. But his wife and his daughter are going to come up, and so that'll be really nice to have them here.
George.
Can you pick any example from any athlete you've ever seen who knew the right time to retire? Not necessarily in tennis, but any sport.
No, I think the thing that you guys have to understand is there's not going to be a general rule. It's not because you have a certain age next to your name that's it. There are a lot of different personalities, and there's a lot of different. Some people just want to play until they can't play anymore, until they're pushed out just by ranking or because they can't get into tournaments. And some people, so I don't think it's fair to maybe generalize this moment for people, and different people tick in different ways. So I don't know that I looked at anybody else's scenario when thinking about this, because I don't know that I could pretend to relate to whatever they were thinking at a given moment.